Hi, I'm Jess Arce, and today is my son's 21st birthday. It just blows my mind that number one, my youngest kid is 21. I feel like, wow, I'm old. But secondly, it's just really cool that he is 21. It's been a hard journey with him because as I shared on my little message part, he has 8 neurodiversities and he's the youngest. So he was also babied a lot, not just by me, actually, more by other members of my household. But he didn't talk until he was 2.5. He grunted and we understood what his different grunts meant. So a lot of times we didn't even make him talk until he was 2.5. I finally said to my kids and my husband, we need to stop just giving him everything and getting him to start talking. He still doesn't talk a lot, and because he has so many neurodiversities, sometimes he'd just rather be alone than out dealing with people. And so his best friends are his siblings, and and that's okay. He's okay with that. But sometimes as a parent, it's a little harder because you want your kids to get out and socialize, and it doesn't happen. Sorry, I get emotional when I talk about my kids. Um, but he's doing great, all things considered. And as I said, when I was pregnant with him, they said he would likely have Down syndrome. So we were prepared, for a kid who was going to be a little bit more work. And we chose to move forward because they gave us the option to end the pregnancy at the point that they said that he was going to be Down syndrome or could be, and that we said, we'll love him no matter what. Here he is, 21. So, um, so anyway, it's been a journey, and it's because of him that I started this business. I never planned on it being a business, but it was because of him. I was helping him and tutoring him because I started homeschooling him. And my mom, who was a teacher, was not at all supportive of me homeschooling my kids at first. But after a very short time, she started saying that homeschooling him was the best thing I could have ever done for him. And she became a huge supporter of homeschooling. And we moved to California, and he was with a charter. And so in California, he got his high school diploma through the charter, even though I homeschooled him. I was his main teacher, and as he got older, I was his facilitator in the classes because I found it was best to hire private tutors for him. He didn't do as well in a group setting because his sensory processing delay was so extreme. And I didn't know that was even a thing when he was little. But when he was a baby, he couldn't go to the church nursery. He couldn't go to daycare because he would just cry and cry and cry. And the daycare, it, we tried for a whole month and it just didn't change. And that was all because of his sensory processing disorder. He couldn't handle all the noise, all the all everything going on, and so it's been a journey. I'm not going to lie and say it was easy, but I wouldn't change a thing, and so I just thought I'd hop on and share about him a little bit and the journey raising him since it's his birthday, and we actually are going to go out and celebrate. And he wanted to do axe throwing, which I think is the influence of his brother-in-law because he didn't know what he wanted to do for his birthday, and it's on a Tuesday. And he wanted to do I forget what those scavenger hunts, mystery things are called. But that wasn't open or available on Tuesday. So we are going axe throwing with his siblings and his new in-law siblings and his grandma and his mom, and that's me, and his dad. And then after that, we're going out for sushi, which is his all-time favorite food. And when I was pregnant with him, I craved sushi. So that it's funny how, when we're pregnant, that our cravings transfer over to our kids. So if this resonates with you, I really understand what you're going through. I'm not just a person with a tutoring business that doesn't relate. I can relate 100% in all angles and aspects of what's going on. I actually just found out my oldest son is hyperlexic. So now I can add a 9th neurodiversity to the list of neurodiversities that my kids have. So I get it. I understand and I can relate. And happy birthday to my baby who is not on social media, so he'll never see this. Everyone have a great night.